Hi, y'all. This is Charity from F.R.O.G Crochet. I know it's been a while. Let me give you our devotion for today. The challenge: the heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Proverbs 16:9. Live by your own plan was Blue Shield of California's challenge in their newsletter. One of the leading healthcare insurance companies, Blue Shield, called for their current and prospective subscribers to take charge of their own medical coverage. If you want a lower deductible and copayment, you could pick a plan with a higher premium. A lower premium plan resulted in higher deductible and out-of-pocket expense. All of us want to live by our own plan. That's why the insurance company picked that advertising catchphrase. Toddlers don't want to hear the word no from anyone, so they bite and scream at playmates and throw temper tantrums in front of adults. Teenagers hate being told what to do in their homes and in schools, so they cuss at their parents and teachers and slam the doors to block out the voices. Employees are unhappy when supervisors don't let them do their job the way they want to, so they grumble and complain to their coworkers. Married couples continue to live as individuals because they are used to their own ways, and there is no way someone can change me. Consequently, divorce and annulment cases are increasing in number. But living by your own plan does not work because there is always fine print that we either overlook or forget: the consequences of our actions. We find enjoyment in the present moment until our plans go awry, actually against God's will. And then we suffer pain, disappointment, and every negative emotion you can think of. The good news is that God's grace and mercy definitely can intervene because of His great love and forgiveness. God can help you get back on His plan. Simply admit your failure, ask Him to forgive you, and follow His word. You may call it old-fashioned, but living by God's plan is still the best. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and hope. Jeremiah 29:11. How can you ever go wrong when you surrender and allow God's plan to supersede yours? In reflection, this is Billy Graham once said, "Do you want to know what God's will is for you? It is for you to become more and more like Christ. This is spiritual maturity, and if you make this your goal, it will change your life." And our prayer is, Heavenly Father, I praise and thank you that if I seek you with all my heart, you will be there to direct and to guide me. I surrender my plans to you. Okay, well, I don't see anybody on here with me right now. I will continue. Hopefully, we will have somebody show up soon. I'm pulling up my phone so I can see any chat. And I need to change it to live chat instead of top chat. Usually Miss Kitty does this for me. And right. Turn this back off so we don't have feedback. Alright. Well, this is what I've been working on. I got some F.R.O.G. Oh no, I dropped some. Alright. I got this baby blanket finished. This is for one of my nieces. I used Yarn Bee, I think Baby Bee yarn, teddy bear cuddles, and the baby yarn at Walmart, or it's Pound of Love, I can't remember, but it's called Peach. I trimmed it in just the peach, but I mixed the teddy bear cuddles in here with the peach. So it's 2 strands. It's teddy bear cuddles and peach mixed here, and then peach here for the border. And this is just folded in half so you can see. It's not very big. It's a lot smaller than I usually make them. And I actually have another one started for my sister, one of my sisters, which I'm doing that same stitch, which is the moss stitch, because I had a different stitch pattern for this, and I can't remember what it was. So anyway, I got the little girl one done. Now I'm working on the one for the little boy, and I won't put the ruffle, the shell stitch around it. I'll probably just do a straight border. But this one is Baby Bee, Sweet Delight. And that's what the other one was. That one was Teddy Bear Cuddles. And this one is Coral Cutie. And I'm mixing it with a blue. So I got 2 strands going. So here's my blue. And I'm almost done with the first one. This is all I got left of the first one. And I've got another one to add on with this. Here, Bill, hold these. Alright, and that one's actually a whip. And then I have part of my stuff for the solar system playmat thing done. I got 3 of the planets done. I will be doing a sun, a moon, and I'm going to add Pluto in. Even though they don't count Pluto as a planet anymore, I am counting it. I got Mercury done. And I got Venus done, which I used the peach, some of the leftover peach from the baby blanket. And I got Jupiter done. And I used the teddy bear cuddles and the peach together. Now, the lady that I got this pattern off of, she used gray, white, orange, and then she had like a little red spot. But it was kind of striped, and Jupiter looks more orange and stuff, so I thought this looked better for the colors. Even though it didn't stripe as much as I would have liked it to. But I thought it turned out pretty good. That's a pretty good size Jupiter right there. And the playmat is humongous. This thing's already about lap size. I'm not done yet. I think I'm on row 36 or 37. Hold on, Anita. Let me get my phone so I can see what you're saying. She says, "Hi, Charity. Finally caught alive." Are the kids at Bible school? Yeah, I hope so. I actually had to go get yellow, because the one that she used is a chunky yarn for the sun, and I don't typically keep chunky yarn here. I'm not a fan of it. Anything bigger than 4, I don't like too much. But now I will use it if I have to. And the sun actually does call for a 5. But I got another thing that I wanted to show you that I got this done today. Didn't take long at all. I'm going to be hopefully meeting up with a certain somebody. She's visiting her son for her birthday and his birthday. But I did a cup cozy, and I found these little cups. I thought they were cute. It has its own little coaster, and it's got its own little lid. But I did this today. I did this one, and see if I picked this one up. Show this one. Woo, almost dropped it. And I made her son one. It's blue. And little man really, really wants to go meet up with her soon. It's his favorite person. Our favorite YouTuber, I guess. Miss Kitty loves Anita. You're not a fan of the thick yarn either? Yeah, my husband was asking me about the cup cozy thing. I've never made one before, and I didn't follow a tutorial. I just whipped it up together today and just did it on my own. It's just single stitch. I just chained up and I just kept chaining. Now I counted at first. I think I counted up to 26. It all around. And I just kept going. I went to 30 and it still wouldn't fit. And I think I went to 36 and it still wouldn't fit. And so I ended up chaining 38. And then I did an extra chain to turn it around. And I just went back and forth with it. And I just kept sticking it on there to see if it'll fit between the handle. Between here. And then I had these little buttons. And when I got where I thought that I only needed 2 rows more left, I just bordered it. And when I did the border, I just put my loops on there. And then I sewed these buttons on. And so it's just like that. Or you can take it off. And so there's your buttons. Whoops, sorry. There's your buttons. And then your little loops. And you just lay it on here. And then you, coaster wants to come off. And then you just button it on there. And you can put the buttons anywhere you want. You can have them close to the handle, just wherever you want to put the buttons. And then I liked this part that the cup comes with its own little coaster piece. So I said, Anita, you could probably make this, even if you've got like a taller, like handle span right here. Like I said, I just kept chaining until I knew that they would touch each other. And then once I got it long enough to where it'd go all the way around, I just went back and forth, single crochet, and then putting it in between here. And once I needed 2 more rows, I just took and bordered it with a single stitch all the way around. And then when I did this end, I just did my loops and then finished up the bordering. It was real, real easy. Let's see what you got. That would be cute if you did snowmen. Yeah, your resin buttons would be cute on there. All right, and Michael's, I've been lately just when I go, I try to get me at least one or two of these. I like this brand, Charmalong, but I use these for my stitch markers. And Michael's had them buy one and get one 50% off. And I picked up this one and this one here. So I got one for full price, which was $2.50, and the other one was half price. I got it for $1.24. Where's Miss Kitty? Miss Kitty is actually spending time with her grandmother. We got to spend time with her last weekend. She was at my sister-in-law's house, I think Wednesday last week. I stayed Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Father's Day, we actually took her back home and took Miss Kitty out there to stay with Grandma. As Grandma's getting a little bit lonely since Granddaddy has passed away. She gets lonely in the afternoons, and as one of my husband's sisters will stop by in the mornings before she goes to work, and she'll sit there and talk to her for a little bit before she goes to work, which her house is like all my mother-in-law has to do is just go out on her porch and look to the right, and she can see her daughter's house. So not even maybe 2 minutes up the road. So, but she stops by and at least talks to her in the mornings and stuff. And my husband tries to call her when he can. And I know his sister that lives out here calls her and talks to her and stuff. But then they had some of their beads was 60% off. And I needed some more spacers between my beads. So I got these little, this one's like a silver. This one was still in its plastic. I got the gold. Those were 60% off. So I got them for $2.80 a piece. And then the girl at the register, I was trying to find it and I was trying to pull it up on my phone, but I couldn't get it fast enough. But the girl at the register actually found a coupon on her phone fairly quickly and scanned it for me. So I got an extra 30% off because the girl that rang me up gave me a coupon off of her phone, which I do have Michael's membership. But anyway, so I got this for 30% off, and this is actually what the girl used for the sun. And this is the reason why I got this. As I said, I don't normally get chunky yarn because I'm not a big fan of it. But this is what she used, which is a 5, bulky 5. And this is the exact same kind of yarn that she got from Michael's. So I got this. So this will be the sun when I get done with it. One of the planets is kind of a reddish color. I think Mars is what it is. Dark orange color. And I knew I didn't have a dark orange. This one says clay is the color. And so I figured that would work. And that peach color was the lightest orange color I had. And that's about what she had for hers, is about that pale of an orange color for Venus. So I had this. I even had the dark gray already. But these were some of them that I needed to get for the planets. So I got this for the sun. I got this one, I believe is for Mars. And then I needed a light gray because I didn't have a very light gray here for the moon. And see, Saturn she's got gray and in the ring for Saturn, and then she uses a white and yellow stripes for the planet Saturn. So I got this for the moon, and I thought maybe I could use this for the stripe or for the rings on Saturn. So those were some of mine, and I got the red heart. This one I got from Walmart, so that was not a Michael's because I forgot to look at Michael's for the light gray. So we ended up going to Walmart, and I got that. But these two were 30% off, and that just went rolling under my couch. And then we have a fall festival every year at our church that we've started. I think we've done 2 years in a row now. We will be doing it again this year. We do a fall festival for the community. They do free lunch for people. They have people in the church go to different businesses and ask for like donations and stuff to try to help the community out. If they do donate stuff, we make sure that people know that it was donated from this particular business. Anyway, I donate some of my stuff that I usually make stuff for it. Last year, I made a big blanket, and that was actually a prize for bingo. That's what it was. The other things that I made was some fox hats that they gave away to the teens as prizes last year. But I figured I would get this since it's fall colors. This was the only thing I found in the facets, however you say it. And it is called Flame. But it had the red, or well, not really red, but it has a little bit, but I just thought it looked like fall colors. And I was going to do Connie's scarf pattern, Lady of the Night pattern. I made one for Miss Kitty when I tested her pattern for her. Now, I didn't put the fringe on Miss Kitty's. She didn't like the fringe. So I just made hers as a infinity scarf. I just attached the two ends and actually made it a little bit longer than what Connie had hers. But Miss Kitty loves it. And actually, I could have used those colors, but the colorway that I had was something I had gotten at Ollie's on just, at Ollie's. And they only had 3 of those, and I got the 3 they had. And I used one and almost 2 whole ones on Miss Kitty's scarf, and I had an extra that I gave away on one of my giveaways. But I thought this would make a really pretty fall scarf for that, so I'm using that. And oh no, did Miss Anita leave me? She says, I'd say she is very lonely. Miss Kitty will cherish this time she's spending with her. Nothing like a grandma. You're obsessed with beads. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't order from Temu anymore. Yeah, I like that color. Now you've been trying your hand at something new. You made 3 clay hooks. Okay, are they crochet hooks or what? Yeah, I think it'll make a beautiful shawl, but I'm going to do a scarf out of that. And the other finds that I had with my mother-in-law and sister-in-law, we went to Bath and Body Works, and they had a lot of their stuff on sale. I got this body spray, and it's Waikiki Beach Coconut. I got it for $3.95. And me and Miss Kitty share body wash and stuff. They had shower gels. This one's coconut pineapple. It was on sale for $3.95. This one says Plumorama. That was $3.95. And then this is Bahamas. It's passion fruit and banana flour. That was $3.95. Now this one was not $3.95. It was 75% off the regular price, which put it at, it's $1.87 for this. Regular price was $7.50 and we paid $1.87. My favorite finds of all of this, which the lotions are not in here. I had to go back and get that. It was called Groovy Watermelon. And they had, while I was looking around, because at that point, when I got the first bag of stuff, it was just me and Miss Kitty in there, and Grandma and my sister-in-law wasn't in there yet at Bath and Body Works. But I found just something absolutely just so cute. I had to get it, and I actually really need this because I realized when we went to another town for Saturday, Father's Day weekend, with my husband, we went in this shop, and it was an antique shop out there in that town. And I was like, I am so glad I got that air freshener, because as soon as I walked in that antique shop, I said, man, my house smells like this. So I was like, I'm glad I got this air freshener. But this is like a little warmer thing that I got from Bath and Body Works. And I absolutely loved it. If it wasn't that it was on sale for the price that it was, because the regular price on this thing is $16.95. I got it for 60% off. I paid $6.78 for this, and this is why I got it. This right here. I love sea turtles. I thought it was just the cutest little thing. And then they had some of the fragrances that go in it for $3.50 a piece. So I got this. I got these. This one is watermelon lemonade and tutti frutti candy. And then when I showed Miss Kitty this one, she just kind of rolled her eyes at me when I showed her my little turtle thing. But once I showed her this one, she said, ooh, now I don't blame you for getting it. This is Pink Pineapple Sunrise, as she likes that fragrance too. So, anyway, we got this. So that'll probably be my first one that goes in the thing. I can't go to Bath and Beyond, a place like that. Well, that day I couldn't hardly smell anything anyway, as my sinuses were messed up that day. So I was just sniffling a lot. So, but I just thought those were good deals, as they were really good prices on that stuff. But anyway, me and Miss Kitty will be sharing those shower gels and stuff. And then that little bottle of lotion was for her. But anyway, but yeah, she does like that pink pineapple sunrise fragrance. I think we found some over there, but we didn't have it on sale. My other finds was we went to a thrift store up there called Angel House or something like that. But whatever, they get donations and stuff, and I guess whatever they sell, the money goes to help people that need help. But I got $7 and say $7 with tax, $7.90 for these little bags of yarn. Now this one was $2, and it is a bunch of little white. I think that one is acrylic. I haven't opened it yet. And from the look of it, it looks like there's a lot of cotton in here. There's 5 of these, about the same size. Now this one looks a little bigger than the others. Unless somebody just hand wound these, they may all be acrylic. But even if they are all acrylic and I can't dye it because it's not cotton, you can always use white yarn. That was $2. And then this one for $1. And it's got a bunch of little scrap yarns stuff in here. There's like 3 balls of this, the pink camo. And then there's a browns with blues. A bunch of other stuff in here. And I thought, I can use this for making some of the planets for, my solar system. So, this was $1. That was $1. There's colors in here I can use. Heck, I didn't even know that this had... Well, I bought that other light gray, but this one's an even lighter gray right here that I could use for the moon if I wanted. Then I got this one. It's got some purples, teal colors, 2 different shades of blue colors. I thought maybe I could use those for Mercury and Uranus. Uranus, or however you say that thing. There's some purples in here too that probably will be used for something for Miss Kitty because she loves purples. Let's see. This one has something started in there and some other colors. But there's a little bit of a project started here. But it was 75 cents for this one. And then this one really was after these, because this has baby yarn in it. The yellow looks like it's about a 3. I don't know. It might not be a 3. May look, well, I can't tell. I know that's a 3 right there. And that's some baby yarn, mint green, and there's a little bit of white mixed in because there's a bottom here. It's got some white mixed in it. And this has yellow, white. It's 2 different shades of yellow. There's like a bright yellow, pale yellow, and we got some yellow and green up here. But I knew this was baby yarn stuff. So that's the main reason I got those. So yeah, I thought it was a good deal because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags, and I paid $7 what was it, $7.90 for all of those. And what I've been doing with the scrap yarns that I had left over from the project that I tested for you, Anita, and some leftover yarns from that one, and some yarns that I had left over from something I made for Miss Kitty I've been using. So I've been just trying to grab my baby 3-weight yarns and just trying to use up the scraps from it, my leftover yarns, and I'm making this. This is part 1 of a blanket called Faith. And when I get it done, I was going to donate that to the church as well for a giveaway. But this is part 1. She actually has 2 videos for this, for part 1. I think it's up to here, I think. I'm not sure. It might be up to here. I can't remember. Anyway, this is rows 1 through 22 on her tutorial. It's called Crystals and Crochet. No spaces in there, but it's called Crystals and Crochet YouTube channel. But I liked it. I thought it was cute. Now, I'm not doing the colors that she's doing. I did, just like I said, I just used scrap yarn from what I had left over from baby stuff. Like this one here was the leftovers from that blanket down there. And then this is the peach. This was the teddy bear cuddles. And then that was the peach. And then this one here was left over from the brown was left over from the pattern I tested for Anita. And then this variegated color here, which is the same one up here, was from that. And then this green was left over from that. And I actually was supposed to use this on this row right here as well, and I ran out of the brown. Or no, it was this row, sorry. Up here I ran out of the brown. But like I said, I was trying to use up all my scrap stuff. I still have some of the peach color. I don't have any more of the teddy bear and the teddy bear cuddles. So I replaced it with some scrap yarn that I had left over from Miss Kitty's top that I did from Setta's summer top that she had give us. It was a poncho top thing. She gave me the pattern to make one for Miss Kitty, and I actually made 2 for her. So once I find the scrap leftover yarns from the second top, I'll add it in as well on this. I've only found one because I went in my yarn room and started packing things up. But now that I've showed my goodie finds at the thrift store, I can start working on part 2. I didn't want to go on, but I also wanted to show you what part 1 looks like. But she has a bunch of other tutorials of crochet along blankets. There's one that's called Virtue that I want to do. I might do that one next year for the giveaway for the fall festival. Oh, hi, Zach. Welcome in. Oh, that's okay, Anita. I still need to get with you or I need to write it down on what I was thinking on some of the stitches, that it was hard for me to follow. if it wasn't for me looking at the video and knowing how to do it by watching the video, I wouldn't have known how to do some of them. So if it wasn't for you telling me what video to go watch of how you were doing the certain stitches, I was confused by reading your pattern. But now, as far as doing the baby booties and the hat, I didn't have no trouble with those at all. As far as how to do the hat and how to do the baby booties. Sorry, I think I picked up something while we were walking in the woods with my husband Saturday. So getting alerts from other channels. I gotta have my phone so I can see the chat because I can't read it. That print there's too tiny for me to read. And I've got this a little bit closer, but I still can't read my Chromebook with it being that far away. But yeah, and Miss Kitty's not with me tonight because she's with her grandmother, spending time with her. So, and then I know I've showed this last time, but this was January and February for my temperature blanket. I started March, but I haven't got very far because I've been working on other stuff. Mainly this one here. I know finally found out that my niece is having a little girl, so that's why I got that blanket done. And then I found out that my sister was having, one of my sisters is having a boy, so I'm working on that blanket for her. But I got the January and February bordered, but I'm using sparkly yarn for this. And I actually used this color for my birthday strand in here. This row right there is my birthday in January. So I started out with the gray, and then this is my divider piece right here on each one. So you'll see right here, that's where February and January end. And then this side, it's got February. This is one of his sisters. I had to put extra rows of gray on this end because the year that I was born was a leap year. So I had a row for my birthday, or for that year, for February, and then I filled it in for extra rows so that I'll have all of them the same length. Because you got the months that are 30 and months that are 31. So I did the extra rows for the extra days. And then my end piece. And then my border. Edge piece. And then this. I bordered. And I didn't have to sew any tails in. Other than I will have to sew this one in. But I'll probably do that after I get this one attached to March and April's. But that is my blanket for mine and my husband's years that we were born. That's the temperatures for 1980 and 1981. And temperatures it's the high and the low from 1980 in Missouri, where I was born. And then the high and low temperatures for 1981 in North Carolina, where my husband was born. Well, good night, Miss Anita. Hope you have a good evening. Yeah, I probably should be, but I'm not real tired right now. But anyway, it doesn't seem like I can get past 410 subscribers, but oh well. And I know I don't get on here very often, but I got the kiddos right now, keeping me occupied because they're both out of school. And then, we had all that going on with last year, having to help take care of my father-in-law and stuff. So, and then, he passed away about 3 months ago. So, but it was really rough on the whole family not having his dad there for Father's Day this last Sunday. So it was rough. I know he and my husband struggled with it. His mom struggled with it too because I think it was Father's Day was her anniversary as well, which would have been 68 years for them. And this was her first anniversary without him and first Father's Day. So she had double whammy. So I'm glad that my daughter is spending time out there with her this week. So maybe that helped ease the pain a little bit. She got to spend time with her granddaughter. As these two, my daughter and my son are her youngest grandkids. So she wants to spend as much time with them as she can. All the others are grown and married, or they're old enough to drive and stuff. So if they want to come see grandma, they can drive to go see her. But these two cannot. They have to rely on us to get them places. So, but I'm glad that she's getting time with her grandmother. I know I enjoyed time spending with my grandmother when I did get to. And it was rare that I got to spend time with her, just me and her. A lot of times my younger sister was with me. But there was a few times that I did get to stay with her, just me. So, and she's 80-something years old, so little man's quite the handful. So I wouldn't she's wanting him to come and stay with her sometime. And I'm thinking maybe about 2 or 3 days, and that's about it, because a whole week with him from Sunday to Sunday, she's gonna be that boy to wear her out, because she ain't got video games for him to play. So poor Miss Kitty's been stuck indoors all week, because it's been raining. So hopefully she'll get a day that she can do something. She was hoping to be able to go swimming sometime this week, but the way the weather is right now, I don't think she'll be able to go. So anyway, but that is what I've got, and that's all I've got for right now. I'm going to hop off of here. Sorry, y'all. My allergies are bothering me. My eyes are itching. I need to go take some allergy medicine. But I think I'm going to hop off of here, and I will see y'all later. And I guess I'll go work on this baby blanket, or I might start working on part 2 of this. I don't know. Whichever one I feel like doing. I may work on some of the planets to get those done. I need to work on the mat some more, because I'm only on 36, 37, something like that, out of 42 rows. And then I got to do the drawstring too for it. So I don't know what I'm going to work on, but I'm going to go work on something. So I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day or evening. I hope the rest of your week is wonderful and blessed. I'll see y'all later. Sorry, bye y'all. I'm getting off of here. Hopefully you'll catch the replay. Good night. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening and rest of the week. Bye.